Alrighty, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode. My name is Alejandro Salomone, and yeah, it's a pleasure to be here. We got a little bit of sun behind, but I wanted to do this outside, and it's been some changes since the last time I got on the mic. So this is part of the change, is I moved, so now I have this outdoor space where I'm planning to do my episodes, my podcasts, my thing, and yeah, I just wanted to get on here to share today about some of the things that I felt really strongly to talk about and to kind of bring into awareness the importance of these things as well, as far as the times that we're living in right now and what that means, and on simple terms, and what I've been observing a lot is that there's a lot of people awakening, obviously. And it's interesting to see the perspectives of these people that are awakening, and now more than ever I feel there's so many options, there's so many ways for people to go on the journey of awakening. There's like there's you can go to the Buddhism route. You can go into the yoga community, which in the yogis, there's consist of also some Buddhism, Hinduism as well. These are very popular. There's also the energy work side, of Kundalini work, such as like Kundalini yoga. Even there's Reiki, there's energy healing, light workers, all of these ways, all these titles, right? And it's beautiful. It's really, really beautiful, because I'm so glad I'm having moments of realization just how big of an impact that's actually making, like how that's helping people so much. The more systems available, the more the communities are growing, the more that it's helping people as they are coming out, as they're awakening. So the problem is, along with all of this, there's also the communities or the practices that are being diluted. What I mean by this is that people are just trying to make a buck. People are trying to make money, and they're not really teaching from a place of true intention, or where they have connected with the technology or the practice, and they're just doing it. They're just checking the box. Like they know the information because they studied it mentally, but they're not practitioners. They're actually not truly connected to the practice, which is everything. So this is, I say, is an issue, but it's really not a big deal, because no matter what, at some point in the path, every individual that truly is on this path starts to realize, starts to see the reality of things. It is unfortunate though, because it can be hurtful. I have one of my clients has experienced this, where he invested a decent amount of money into this coach, and this coach is a fraud, essentially. And when he confronted it about it, and he connected to the fact that he didn't feel alignment for it, there was a resistance on that from the coach, not in a healthy way. So I guess my point is I really want to focus on getting out there that whatever you do, whether you go on a retreat, whether you go whether you take on the plant medicine side of things or whatever it is that you do, beyond the logic of reading about it, I invite you to really tune in with it and do a little quick meditation and connect with the feeling of how it feels to go on that retreat or to do that course or to get involved, to go to that class or whatever it may be. Because the truth, I'm a firm believer that the truth resonates in your body. And when you connect more with your body and you pay attention, the truth is there, outside the logic, outside the mind. So, this is something that's simple, but it takes practice. It takes practice. It's especially if someone is new into this spiritual realm. There's so much to navigate. There's so much information. There's so much out there. Not to mention learning how to navigate the energies. Also, all the many energies that we have to navigate. It's challenging. So I understand this, but this is something that will help you in the long run. So I highly recommend to always tune into yourself and before you make any decisions around your spiritual path or your discovery, your remembrance, right? Your connection to oneself. And if you get on the other side, if you come across something or someone that you just immediately feel it, you feel this connection, you feel this click, even if you feel all of this, I still invite you to sit and don't engage the mind by it. That's overthinking it, right? That's when you hesitate. But rather do a meditation and let the intention of the meditation is to get confirmation or to get clarity on that. And you should get it right away. It may take some time. If you're not a practitioner of meditation, then it might take a little bit of time, but you will get clarity on that. So this is important because this is, as I mentioned, it will help you a lot. And nowadays there's a lot of different options. There's a lot of different ways that people can connect, right, to their path and to communities. And I've gone through this myself. This is why I'm sharing this with you, because I've gone through this myself. Luckily, I didn't get involved in too many unaligned situations, but it does happen, right? It does happen for sure. It has happened, to me for sure. So from here, the next thing that I really want to cover is no matter what, whether you go into a class, whether you're learning something in particular, whatever it may be. Had to do a couple pauses there. The thing about recording outside, there's so many noises and distractions. But anyway, lost my train of thought. But the next thing I want to cover is the importance of, no matter what practice you do, right? No matter what it is, whatever you decide to embark on, always have your own discernment, always have your own connection. Okay, that is essential, and I cannot emphasize enough on this. Okay, so what I mean by this, let's say that you're like, okay, well, I'm being drawn to learn about, let's just say, the Kundalini, right? So that's something that intrigues you. You get a book, you read about it. There's techniques, there's things for you to try. Maybe you go to a class, maybe you do a course, whatever, right? You start to put energy and focus into this Kundalini, that you're drawn to it. So from there, what I'm saying is to have, on top of everything else, your own connection outside of the Kundalini practices or things that you're learning. Does that make sense? So what this means again is, okay, you do your thing, you read your book, you do your classes, but then you meditate on your own. You find the fundamentals that are essential, right? It's important to have a baseline in this path and fundamentals. And for me, the fundamentals is meditation, and that develops, that evolves, I should say. At least it has for me throughout time. It changes, but meditation, okay, some form of movement of energy. That can be breath work, that can be, static dancing, it can be just dancing in general, um, it can be yoga, right? Whatever it is that moves energy physically, right? You can move energy meditating, but I'm talking about moving the body. So have one that allows you for you to focus your center inward, your mind, everything, and then have another one that's a physical. And if you're up for it, a third one that that challenges you to a deeper depth of one self connection. So for me, this is like, for example, doing cold plunges or doing things that make me uncomfortable. It's always those three things. Those are my three fundamentals that I always practice no matter what I'm learning. No matter what I'm learning, those are the things that I always do. I apply myself. Those are my baselines. Okay. So once you get to understand and find out what that baseline is for you, it's gonna help you with whatever course you take. It's gonna help you, give you that deeper perspective and outside perspective, almost in a way of getting more in tune with your discernment and being like, okay, this is not aligning. Okay. Or I thought that I wanted to do, learn Kundalini from this individual, but it's actually not what it's feeling good in my body, and you're able to receive that because you have that connection with yourself, right? So this is why it's important. This is why I really want to share this information, this perspective with you, even if you've been in this path for a few years or several years. It doesn't matter, right? Because maybe this is something that you never even thought about if you've been on the path before or realized. So I truly believe and know that this is helpful, though, that it can help you. It has helped me, and I'm sharing things that I've learned throughout the years that it hasn't been necessarily been emphasized enough. There's so much emphasis on everything else that's so grandiose and so out there, which is great, but the basics are the most important, no matter what. So from here, I want you to then think about what is your intention. What I mean by this is, again, sticking to the example of Kundalini, is why. Well, you can say, well, I don't know, I have a call to it. That's fine. That's completely okay. I invite you to sit with that, though. What is the calling? That's when you can go into a meditation, right? That's when you can go a little bit deeper, because you're right. It is a reason that you may not understand at this moment, and it is good that you're trusting, you're leaning into it. It's fantastic. But that's the beginning. That's the beginning. It's the invitation for you to go a little bit deeper, because maybe it's attached to your purpose. Maybe it is attached to a stepping stone into something else that you're going to be doing in life. Maybe it is a door that opens your gifts. Maybe it's a door that opens the remembrance of why you're here and your purpose. Whatever it may be. I'm not saying that you're going to get the answer the first time you ask this and you sit with yourself, but it's good practice to have intention and to lean into asking yourself or getting more clear within yourself these types of questions, and exercising the release of expectations that you may not get an answer right away, while also exercising the importance of tuning in to whatever does come in and opening up your awareness around that. Okay, so those are the things that I really wanted to hop on here today and really express and share with you, because I feel like it's really, really important and it would really, really help you. So that's all. This is a short one for today, and I'm going to keep it as that. So thank you so much for tuning in. Be on the lookout, and be sure to check out my other videos and my other social media platforms. I'm on Instagram and TikTok, which I'm going to be doing a lot more content. And there's different types of content there. I'm also going to be I'm opening again, doing coaching, guidance, whatever you want to call it. I guess coaching is the right term, but it's just more for people who are in these spiritual paths and don't have anyone to talk to understand them, that can get guidance on how to navigate and some of these intense uh, experiences when it comes to awakening and experiencing, seeing energy, feeling people's energy, tapping into different realms and things like this. So if that's something you're interested in and getting more support with, please definitely look out for the link to set up a discovery call, so then we can see if we're a good fit. I also do Reiki, so I can send Reiki. If we don't have to do it physically, I can send Reiki to you, and I do healing work or energy healing work through magnified healing and other modalities. So any of these things spark an interest, feel free to check out my Linktree. It should be on my profile. If not there, then you can check it out on the link in my IG, and you should have the information on how to connect with me. All right. Until next time, it's been an honor and a pleasure. And don't forget to stay true to yourself, be patient, be kind, and know that you're loved.